It's truly a great pleasure to welcome you to this session at the World Government Summit. We are gathered here for one clear reason: to place water where it truly belongs. And it belongs at the highest level of the global leadership agenda. Water is not a side issue. It is not optional. It is a strategic priority at every heart of sustainable development, climate resilience, economic stability, as well as peace and security. In September 2023, His Highness Sheikh Abdulla bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister of the UAE and Minister of Foreign Affairs, reminded us all that few things are as essential to human life as access to water. With this understanding, water became a central pillar of the UAE foreign policy. And today, the urgency is even clearer. Climate change, population growth, rapid urbanization, and rising demand across agriculture, energy, and industry are converging into one of the defining challenges of our time: growing water stress across the world. Billions of people still lack access to safe drinking water, and yet global financing for water remains far below what is needed internationally. The UAE has responded to this challenge with determination and action, supported at the highest political level in the UAE. We worked to elevate water within the COP28 process, both in negotiations and action agenda. And we are ensuring that this momentum continues through COP29 in Baku and COP30 in Belém in Brazil. We launched the Mohammed bin Zayed Water Initiative to accelerate innovation and deploy practical solutions to address water scarcity. At the start of this year, we launched the Abu Dhabi Global Water Platform, a $2 billion initiative to accelerate water projects and expand access to clean water for 10 million people worldwide by 2030, anchored by an initial commitment from the UAE side of $1 billion from the Abu Dhabi Fund for Developments. At the center of all our global efforts stands the 2026 UN Water Conference, which the UAE is proud to co-host with the Republic of Senegal, and which will take place later this year in Abu Dhabi, inshallah. This conference comes at a critical moment. For too long, water has been under-prioritized in global decision-making, being fundamental to every sustainable development goal. And together, between us, Senegal, and our colleagues from other member states, we are committed to changing this reality. Since May 2024, we have led an inclusive and open consultation process, listening to governments, international organizations, civil society, NGOs, financiers, and the private sector from around the world. This collective effort resulted in the consensus adoption in July 9th at the UN General Assembly, and the adoption of the 6 themes of the interactive dialogues that will be guiding our conference. And they are water for people, water for prosperity, water for planet, water for cooperation, water in multilateral process, and the newly introduced investments in water. These are not abstract ideas. They are practical priorities. They form together or combined, they form a clear framework for action and shared pathway towards more secure and sustainable water future. Our preparatory work reached an important milestone last week at the high-level preparatory meeting in Dakar, where Senegal and the UAE welcomed nearly 3,000 participants from more than 120 countries to help shape the road from Dakar to Abu Dhabi. For the first time in the UN conference process, the co-chairs of the interactive dialogues were appointed and convened nearly a year in advance. This sends a strong signal: ambition, seriousness, and focus on implementation. Together with the member states and stakeholders, we began building a roadmap that places delivery, not just discussions, at its core. Throughout the preparations, we have also worked to broaden and strengthen the global water coalitions. At Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week in January, we placed water investments and innovation firmly to the global sustainability agenda, in a session attended by His Excellency the President of Senegal. And in Davos, following the week, we signed a memorandum of understanding with the World Economic Forum to build a strong public-private pathway towards the 2026 UN Water Conference. Because we believe without the private sector engagement, large-scale finance and innovation, we will not meet our global water goals. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 UN Water Conference is a defining moment for us all. We have built an inclusive, as mentioned earlier, credible and unique process, and now we must raise our political ambition. Water must receive the highest level of leadership and visibility. We look forward to welcome heads of states, governments to Abu Dhabi, not only to speak and participate, but also to commit. And finally, I invite all of you to join us in delivering a conference that goes beyond dialogue, one that strengthens political will, unlocks financing, scales innovation, and builds lasting partnerships. And I have to remind you that this is our moment to reshape the global water agenda, which really needs everyone in this room and beyond. And I look forward to our discussion today and to welcome you all to Abu Dhabi at the end of the year for the UN Water Conference 2026. Thank you.